shoot. I know Danielle is seeing massive success in her business as well, and she's going to be sharing some tips too. So I have a PowerPoint, but first and foremost, I know, thank you all so much for being online, but please take this next hour and remove all distractions. Like, I know I'm on Zoom and you can minimize Zoom and you can still scroll, message on Facebook and do all that, but please, 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 because what you put into this call is what you'll get out of it, and this call is about mindset. So I want you to be completely plugged into this call. Don't minimize the Zoom, but just be fully present with this. Now, baby Maylin, Amanda, is more than welcome. She is a exception. You do
she's downstairs.
Okay, perfect. See, okay, awesome. So just please be fully present. But I have a video. I'm sure you guys, most of you guys have seen it already, but this is something that I like to watch daily, and I think it's really important too. So as you're watching it, I really want you to just either so a lot of times when I watch it, I just close my eyes and just visualize myself accomplishing my goals, what I want out of life, not just in this business, and just getting yourself in that like mindset. So let me know if you guys can see it. Can you guys hear it? Not see it, I mean. Danielle, you're the only one I can see. Can you see it? Danielle?
We can
I'm muted. You can see it.
Okay, perfect.
As power.
Okay.
There is nothing as powerful as a changed mind. You can change your hair, your clothing, your address, your spouse, your residence. But if you don't change your mind, the same experience will perpetuate itself over and over again, because everything outwardly changed, but nothing inwardly changed.
If you want something out of life, if you want to change yourself, if you want to acquire something, if there's some goal that you want to reach, changing your behaviors, overcoming negative habits, it's challenging. It's hard. Most people go through life never discovering what their talents are. Most people never develop their talents.
The only thing that's going to make you happy, my friend, and this year or any other, is to step up. It's to raise the standard. It's to discover what you're capable of and feel that incredible power of pushing through whatever's holding you back and getting to the other side of more of your true self. That's what this game's all about.
When you step into your fears and continue to push yourself to go on, something happens for you.
If you look at somebody who's really successful and you think, wow, I mean, they're so amazing, they're such a genius, you gotta dig underneath and you gotta remember something. People are rewarded in public for what they've practiced for years in private.
If you don't develop the courage to do that which has been given you to do, and you spend a lot of time going around trying to convince other people and trying to get their approval, what will happen is that you will lose your nerve. And other people will convince you that what you're doing doesn't have any value, and you'll give up on your dream. How much time do you have left? How much time do you have left? When you start thinking about that, we don't know. Most of us don't use the stuff that we have brought into the universe. Stop wasting valuable time. If you want something, you have got to be relentless. You've got to learn how to become resourceful. You've got to learn how to become creative. The power to hold on in spite of everything, the power to endure. This is the winner's quality. The hunger, the ability to face defeat again and again without giving up. This is a winner's quality. What this power is, I cannot say. All I know is that it exists, and it becomes available only when a man or a woman is in that state of mind in which he or she knows exactly what he or she wants and is fully determined not to quit until they find it. There's greatness in you. And you've got to learn how to tune out the critics outside and the critic inside. I'm going to harness my will. And I'm not going to let anything stop me. I deserve this. Most people give up on themselves easily. You know the human spirit is powerful. There's nothing as powerful. It's hard to kill the human spirit. You are unstoppable. Live your life with passion, with some drive. Most of us go through life with our brakes on, holding back. Decide that you're going to push yourself. You got to focus on you. And as you convince you, as you sell yourself, every day, you will begin to see a difference in the things that you're doing. Selling yourself on your ability to perform a job, to achieve a certain objective. Telling yourself every day, here I go again. And I got what it takes. This is my day, and nothing out here is going to stop me.
All right, ladies. So welcome to Revive Your Business. I watch that on a daily basis, like I just said. And I want you guys to really like go back to our childhood where we were so relentless, you know, like I feel like as we get older, we are kind of like our ability to dream these big dreams are kind of like taken away from us. Like, be realistic, Kelsey. Oh, Kelsey, you can't do that. You need to do this first. And like life is like all about doing this, having a traditional job or whatever it may be. And yes, although there are some people on this call that their goal is not to make a full-time income from coaching, which is completely fine. But I challenge you to think about what you want in life that this opportunity can provide for you to get there. Beachbody coaching is not my be-all, end-all. I have so many dreams on my vision board that I want to accomplish that goes outside of Beachbody, but I know Beachbody is the means, can provide a way for me. So that's something that I really want to think about because it's so easy to get caught up in like our short-term goals and lose that motivation. So go back to like when you used to dream, those childhood dreams and whatnot. And I really think it's important. So we talk so much about recruiting, the posting and whatnot, and how to expand your network, blah, 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 blah. But we need more, I think, life training, honestly. And I was just talking to Raven about this tonight. And I was like, I feel like, yeah, we're fitness and health coaches, but we are our business. We are our business. And we need to know how to rock our lives so we can pour into others. And so like I said, we are our business, and what is going on in your life is directly affecting your business. You might not think it is, but it is. So you're not going to reach the true potential in your business until you break through the stuff that is holding you back in your own personal mindset in life. And like I said before, all of y'all got on, it's not about A plus B equals sales. It goes more than that. So what you focus on is what you will surely find. And I want Jason to tell a story about those two, the drunken father.
Yeah, I forget where I told this. It might have been on a different call. I read it in the Tony Robbins book I'm reading, but there was these twin boys. So they grew up, and one was they had a drunken father. He beat them. He went to jail for like 20 years for murdering somebody, just like a crap dad. And so then, like however many years later, Tony Robbins finds both of them, and he goes to each of them and interviews them individually without the other one knowing that they're being interviewed. So he goes to the guy, one brother, he's in prison, and like he just murdered somebody, and he goes like, what are you doing? Like, why did you get here? And he said, well, I mean, look at my dad. Did I really have another choice? And then he goes to the other guy, the other twin brother, who at this point he owns his own business. He's very successful, has a wife, 3 kids, happily married. The kids are all doing great. He says, what are you doing? Like, how did you end up here? Same exact question. He says, I mean, look at my dad. Did I have any other choice? So basically saying, it's all how you react to it. It's not the circumstances you're put in, it's how you react to it. They had the exact same circumstance, exact same genes, or however twins work, but like couldn't get any more similar. One went to prison for murdering, and one grew up very successful, owned a business, great family, because they reacted differently to how their dad.
Exactly, and it's whatever you focus on, you will surely find. And I know I preach this so much, especially to my team. I feel like I just sound like a broken record, but I'm telling you, like I said, I've seen so much growth within my business the past 2 months, and the only thing I've changed is my mindset. You can even ask my husband. He's with me 24 hours a day, and the only thing that has changed is what I focus on and how I act. And when I face tough times, even in this business, I give it a more empowering meaning. I'm not defeated by my trials and circumstances anymore. So now I want to get to the PowerPoint. Let's see, share screen. Okay, so revive. How do I play? Yeah, okay, awesome. How do I minimize this? I don't know. Sorry, guys. Okay, cool. That's fine. Okay, so revive your business. This is the beginning of anything you want. So like the video talked about, like I'm talking about right now, literally if you have a pencil and paper and pen, ask yourself, what do you want out of this business? Like I said, regardless if you want to be a discount, which if you're a discount coach, I mean, most of you guys on here are on this call either to be a hobby or potentially wanting to make a full-time job out of this. So ask yourself, write it down. What do you want out of this? Be laser focused on your goals. Write them down. Journal. Create a vision board. I've journaled all throughout high school, but I recently just got more into it. I've journaled every day. And like I said, that's like something that one of the things that I've changed over the past 2 months is I'm journaling more. I'm more aware of my thoughts and how my mind's wandering. I'm not mindlessly going through life anymore. When the why is clear, the how is easy. No, like the path you'll face still like trials and difficulties, but you'll be so persistent and you'll persevere because you have your clear why. You know where you're going. And I love this. It's from the book of Proverbs. In Proverbs, it says, where there is no vision, the people perish. So when you don't know where you're going, you're just going to mindlessly go through life and just like kind of like on flat ground. But there's something so rewarding about enduring the tough times and overcoming them and growing from them. Like I read this book called Rising Strong, and Brene Brown even talked about it. Can y'all mute your, where's that? I don't know. Okay. Brene Brown talked about how we feel most alive when we overcome trials and we overcome tough times. So I think it's really important that we all figure out what we want out of this and take some time to, now with my newer coaches, I tell them to construct their why statement. Why do they want to do this and what do they want to get out of it? So they have a constant reminder to go to, because like I said, things can get redundant. Things can get kind of not unexciting in this business. When you have your why, you know where you're going. Okay, go.
I just, for the why, I mean, like if you think about it, like you leave your house and you're just going for a drive for no reason and the road's blocked off, you'll just turn around and come home. But if you're sitting at home and you find out your kid's in the hospital and the road's blocked off, you're going to find a way around that roadblock. You're going to find your way through it to get to that hospital because you have a stronger reason than just, I'm just doing it to do it.
Exactly. Thank you. That was good though. So The Power of Being Intentional. If you haven't read it by John Maxwell, it's Living Intentionally. It's a great book. So basically one of the quotes is, to eliminate a bad habit, we need to establish a good habit to take its place. You want to explain that? You were going to explain that.
Yeah. So it's like whenever, and you talk about smokers or whatever, when you want to get rid of a bad habit, you can't just say, all right, bad habit, be gone, and then all of a sudden expect it to stay away. You need to fill that void with a good habit. So, or even just a neutral habit so that it doesn't come back. So what, like if you're a smoker, you want to quit smoking, you stop, what are you going to do instead? I'm going to every time I think about smoking, I'm going to think about my kids. Every time I think about smoking, I'll just pop sunflower seeds in my mouth. I don't know. But, like, you have to fill that hole.
Exactly. And everything we do has to be done on purpose. Like living intentional is deliberate. We're living deliberately. So aligning your short-term actions with long-term vision. It isn't just having that fire for a day or a week, because we all know that feeling, especially after team calls or after watching a motivational video. We're all pumped up, we're ready to crush goals, and a week later we're like, what? Like, I guarantee I'm going to go a week at doing the container system, I'm going to be like, oh, okay, I'm over this already. But that's just what happens. But when we know where we're going in this business, when we have a clear why, we're going to break through those like just kind of boring times, those unexciting times. So it's very important to live purposefully. And like the Slight Edge talks about, we can either move ourselves forward or move ourselves backwards with every single action that we do. Every single action that is done on purpose is exciting, because you know you are moving closer towards your goals. So things aren't really as unexciting anymore. You're more excited to do them because you know where you're going. You know where these actions are going to lead you, are going to take you. Hence why it's so important to know where you're going with this, with your why. Whereas if you have no purpose, things can get boring, frustrating, uninteresting, and then you'll just fall off track. So like I said, we need to figure out, establish good habits to take its place. So like I made this slide. It's like immediate actions versus investment actions. And immediate actions are things that we do right away that have us reflect on having a good day. Kind of like that book I'm talking about in my team page, is that Eat That Frog book, the time management book. Personal development, time with family, because we all need to unplug, y'all. That's something I've learned too with the past 2 months. I've unplugged. I have balance. I'm creating boundaries with this business. Pouring into your team, into your challengers, waking up early. That's something that I have to work on better. But meal planning and planning your day. These are immediate actions that at the end of the day, when we reflect on our day, they make us feel good. They make us feel like we accomplished something. Whereas investment actions are actions and tasks we do daily that really affect the future more so than right now. You do not really see the benefit of them right now, but they are creating a lasting change. So we all want to wake up with abs. I want to wake up with a six-pack abs tomorrow because I did Plyo Fix Extreme today to kill me. But the reality is that's not going to happen. I want to wake up with Success Club 10 tomorrow, but the reality is I can't do that overnight. I mean, I'm sure people have, but then again, it's like rare for me at least. So as I posted in my coach's page today, success is rented and rent is owed every single day. This is not something you do. Like take, for instance, brushing your teeth. You can't brush your teeth for an hour one day and wait a whole week and to brush them again. Like that's just, no, your teeth are going to rot. So look at it as like, that's like your business, you know, you can't just work your business for an hour and come back to it a week later and expect momentum. So if you don't keep plugging in, if you don't keep pumping into the well, your investment actions stop and you start slowing down. And your goals aren't going to happen. So if you aren't doing the vital behavior, so your next month is going to be dead. And Danielle and I were talking about this today, so last month I was preparing for this Rock Your Romper group for a month before the group actually started. I ran a 3-day sneak peek into your Rock Your Romper group. I was so relaxed on hitting Success Club because I didn't wait until the end of the month. And that's exactly what I'm doing for my July group. We already have our July group planned out. So that's something that you constantly need. That you can't just be mindlessly going through your day working this business. You need to have clear plans, know what you're planning for ahead, and do that. And I wrote down 1.5 years that people are finally coming to me. Like I was telling Raven today, I've been working this business for 1.5 years, and I don't remember the last time. It's been at least a month where I actually had to go seek out somebody, where I felt like I needed to message someone because I can't even keep up with the messages that are pouring in via email, Facebook, and Instagram. But with that being said, that is 1.5 years of me doing this business. You know,
lots of investment actions.
A lot of investment actions, and I'm shocked, and that's not saying that I'm like doing anything great or anything. It's just those tedious, mundane tasks over time have compounded, like the compound effect, the book. And it's happening, guys.
I can't tell you how many times throughout the past year and a half where it's been like she just like worked herself into the ground for like 3 days in a row, and she's like, I'm not seeing any results. And it's like, from my point of view, it's easy to say like, yeah, like you're not gonna write like the next day. But so now I'm so glad she's finally starting to see the fruits of her labor, and you guys will too. It has to happen.
The fruits of your labor. I love that. I love that because it's so true. Yeah, guys, I read the book, The Compound Effect, and I mean, I read that book, and then the next day I'm like, yeah, the compound effect. But then I'm like, no, this is not working. This is not working. But I'm serious, guys. It does work. I am no different. Those top coaches are no different. Like in the mindset video, it talked about how people are rewarded in public for what they practice years in private. Think about that. Think of Lindsay Matway, the top coaches, how much they put in behind the scenes to get to where they are today, you know, and that goes with anything, not just Beachbody coaches, but look at any successful person. I see Jason. I can't wait till he accomplishes his dream, but I'm in awe of how hard he's working to get there. It's minor league baseball sucks. Like, I don't know how he survives it. I just don't understand it, but it's humbling for me to watch him pour into what he loves. And that gives me motivation to do what I love, because success isn't glamorous. Would you say? I mean, I look at even professional baseball. I used to look at a professional baseball player and think, wow, glamorous, but I look at hard work, grit, dirty, like, injury.
Yeah, stuff out of your control. I mean, it's just, and it's the same thing. I can't heal my injury by just going in one day and doing tons of bicep curls.
Exactly. So please be intentional with your actions. Okay, so track your business. I just took the class, The Art of Recruiting by Josh Coates, and it was amazing. And I'm still in the process of trying to do a call on it. I want to plan a call, but I want to make sure I'm intentional about the call so I get everything that I need to teach you guys about it. This is something that I don't enforce enough on my team, and I apologize to you ladies, but this is something that we need to do more of, and that is tracking our business. I think I uploaded this already, but I will upload it in the file section, and Molly and Liz, I'll send it to you so you can upload it in your team pages. But we need to be doing this on a weekly basis. We need to be tracking. We need to be planning what we're doing, you know? And that's something that I've been slacking on, and I'm trying to get better at. So we need to focus on the action, not the outcome. When focusing on the habit itself is what helps you not get discouraged. If you complete it, you are winning. If you complete your daily post, your workout, you're doing your Shakeology, your personal development, you adding 5 friends. At the end of the day, if you complete your task, you are winning. So in doing so, you create a productive, meaningful, relaxed, purposeful day full of creating, full of giving and fulfilling a meaningful purpose to you while earning a living doing what you do best. You start it for a reason. We all start it for a reason. I know it isn't always exciting. They say when baking a cake, it's not always beautiful in the kitchen, but when you are done, you have this finished product that tastes delicious and looks awesome. Funfetti cake. I mean, that is what this business is, y'all. It's not always pretty in the middle. No, it sucks. Absolutely sucks. We don't want to wait and watch the cake bake in the oven. We don't want to constantly be checking it with the little toothpick, seeing if it's done. It's boring. But when you hit these goals, it's exciting. It's beautiful. You get to celebrate with your team, and you get to celebrate with your family. You get to tell your husband you can afford mortgage this month. You get to do this. You get to treat him to a massage, or you get to get your eyelash extensions because you have a little extra cash left over. Like, whatever it may be, it's so freaking exciting when you see your hard work paying off. Like, I'm so passionate about this because if everything was easy in life, how freaking boring would it be? Boring. Because what makes life so beautiful is how we endure and how we keep growing through struggles, and how we find more about ourselves and what we're capable of. Guys, I love my family to death, but they thought, honestly, I was going to be working at Kmart. saying blue light threshold, because I just grew up with kind of like this very lackadaisical personality, not really going anywhere. But there's something about that now. I'm like, I'm capable of this. Like, you're capable of this. We're all capable of this. It doesn't matter what other labels people had on us. It doesn't matter how old you are. You can still be dreaming this big dream and be accomplishing it and be celebrating it with your family and giving back to whoever you want to give back to, or starting your restaurant that you've been wanting to start with and now you can afford it, or take that family vacation you've been wanting to take but you couldn't afford it. This is possible. This is so possible. So I really want you guys to work on doing this tracker. And I know for my team, I'm going to really be big on this because I feel like I need to do this for y'all, because this tracking your business is what grows your business. So post your 5 daily intentional actions. I'm going to post a call to action in the group, so don't worry about that. All right. So here's some script examples as well. I'll be posting, you guys can screenshot this if you want. I can upload it in Word as well. But this is something that I've gotten better at. I know, Danielle, last time we were on a call, you started messaging people who liked your post, building those relationships. Danielle, can you talk more about that? Your success with that?
Yeah, well, I only did it because you told me to, but it worked.
You listened.
I listened, and I did what I should do. Oh, crap. But no, yeah, I worked. Even if like people didn't order that day, like I still built more relationships, and I find that those people that I messaged were commenting on my stuff, liking my stuff. Like, it gave you that open window to start, like, because before, like, it's kind of weird. We want to build relationships, but it's kind of weird when you just want to message someone like, oh, hey, how are you going? But when they like something, it's like, okay, well, you have a reason to message this person. And I would say 2 out of every 5 people I messaged actually messaged me back, even if it was oh, you're totally welcome, you're doing great, keep it up. And then some of them actually were interested.
Exactly. So my point is, guys, obviously we have to be sharing our story, and sharing. And coaches are sharing is selling. We're not salesy people over here. We really aren't. Because even like the Made to Crave group I just ran, that was purely out of, I wanted to work on giving my food problems, my food struggles to God, and allowing more of a spiritual aspect to help me with that. I built so many relationships with me not being forceful with it. Like, it's so crazy how when you don't feel like, people pick up on those vibes. I don't know how. I can't explain it. But I know I've seen it with my business when I know that I feel like I'm being salesy and I'm scared to, like, I don't know, I just have a bad feeling about it. Things don't happen. But I'm just like, I'll just throw this post up here just to see, with no expectation. And I don't know. Can you explain that? I don't know how to explain this.
I don't know why it happens, but too, I mean, because we talked about it after she did the reset, and all of a sudden, like, people were just flocking to her wanting to buy the reset. I'm like, I guess it's not that crazy that just doing something and actually committing to it and sharing that, like, people flock to honesty for whatever. And I don't know how they can tell, but they can.
I wish I can explain it, but I can't. But that's a good point, because I did the reset and I shared my journey. Guys, I had no expectation of people actually buying it because it's the most expensive program with Beachbody. And I still am getting messages about my journey with the reset and people wanting to buy it. But I had no expectation of actually getting any reset sales. I actually was nervous about doing the reset because I'm like, how am I going to hit Success Club? Because no one's going to buy this reset. And I'm not doing the fix. I'm not doing a regular easy program that can sell. But look at what happened when you just are relaxed and you're just calm and you're working on yourself and just sharing what's working for you. So keep in mind these scripts. I wish Kylie was on, but I sent Kylie, she was on my dream team. I love this girl. She's actually killing it. And I sent her like a dream team message, and I was straight honest with her. I said, Kylie, I was challenged to reach out to the girls on my dream team. You are it. And we've reconnected. And then she ended up signing as a coach. So you never know who you reach out to. Like, you have nothing to lose. You have nothing to lose, in my opinion. And I was scared. Like, Jason was with me that day when I messaged Kylie. And
most of the time your fears are brought on by yourself and irrational.
Exactly. Irrational. He loves that word. Us women. Okay. pages to follow. If you are not in these groups, please get in these groups. I know I posted about Beachbody Champions the other day in Soul Beauty. Please be in these groups if you're not. Liz and Molly, I don't know if you put your teams in these groups or anything, but I highly recommend them. Liz and Molly, are you in these groups yet?
No, not the no, none of them. I've never even seen a TKO one before.
Oh my God, yeah, get in them.
I will.
Yeah, get in these groups. And Beachbody Champions. You guys have them?
I've seen the social media posts, not the Beachbody Champion though.
Yeah, the Beachbody Champion's really good. Chelsea Pearson went live in it the other day, and I almost died. I felt like I was talking to her. Okay, what?
It's like a fan.
I love her. Okay. Okay. So now, guys, this is an awesome opportunity. The TKO, Brandy Bots, and a bunch of her 5-star and above coaches on June 13th, they're starting a Back to the Basics 4-week group. I highly suggest y'all be a part of it. It's just basically to revive your business. And it's so crazy how I had this call planned and she's putting this 4-week training together. So I feel like this is like the kickoff call for that training, because this is not a typical push to diamond. This is more of just like a life training, but just to kick ass in life in general, not just coaching. We all want to kick ass in life because, like I said in the beginning, our business is a direct, like, what's going on in our life is like solely affects what's going on in our business. It's good. Yeah, thank you. I stumble over my words. So if you want to be in this group, let your upline coach know and we can get you added to it. I'll post it in my team page. Molly and Liz, you can post it in your team page too. But I really think this is going to be an awesome opportunity because Brandy Bots' perspective on this whole bit, I've been following her a lot lately because I love her outlook, and she's going to a lot of the Tony Robbins like seminars and everything, and you just have, it's a different type of perspective with this business now. You know, I'm not as uptight anymore, and I love it. I'm just going with the flow, and a lot of you guys have other jobs too. So you want to just make this business flow within what your other activities are, with whatever your jobs are, regardless if you want to leave that job or you want to still do that job because you love it so much and just want to work on yourself with helping other people. I definitely think this is a good opportunity. It's $10, I mean, but you're learning from the best. So when I post in Soul Beauty Coaches, you can comment below if you want to be a part of that. Okay, so moving forward, it's time to remember what it's like to feel alive. Like I said before, you don't, unless when you're living courageously, that's when you truly feel alive, in my opinion. I've seen that because I know what it feels like to get complacent. I don't know about you guys, but I was a quitter. I grew up a quitter. Things got hard. I said, see ya, I'm not doing this anymore. And there's something, I don't know, I ran away from a lot of things in life growing up. I ran away from a lot of problems. I try to cheat myself. And I think now that I'm 25, I'm learning that I wish I didn't do that, but then I'm glad it happened because it was kind of just a lesson learned. It's just when you face those trials, or you just learn so much about yourself. Can you better explain that because you've seen it from an outside looking in?
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to put on the title of quitter on you, but you did run away from a lot of stuff when it got, I mean, even look at our relationship whenever we struggled, like, all right, it's over. And then like 2 minutes later, like, it's not over. Like obviously never anything serious, but I don't think you'll ever regret like sticking something out to the end and like sticking to what you commit to, whether it works out the way you want to or not. At least you didn't quit. At least you did one thing right and you stuck it out. And chances are, when you stick it out, it will turn out right. More like you usually quit right before things are going to turn.
That's so true. I mean, I look at it, me sticking 100% to the reset. How gratifying that was to say I actually stuck 100% to that thing. It felt so good.
And you got rewarded.
And I got rewarded to it. How good does it feel to answer like 52 messages from people reaching out to me? Like, I am overwhelmed. I'm like, this feels good. And this is what a year and a half of work does. You feel that momentum build. You feel that you're feeling that growth. I so badly want to get back to my parents one day, you know? So what's driving you? What's going to keep you pushing through this? It goes back to your why. So this is a fresh start, y'all. Like I said, it's a new perspective. Lauren, I know you were one of my first coaches. So this is the new Kelsey, girl. And now as I sign up coaches, this is kind of what I preach. Yeah, I tell them like the Vital Behavior, Success Club, blah, blah, blah. But I firmly believe it starts with your outlook. And I'm going to have Danielle talk a little bit about all that after I go through these points. So get organized, get a planner, get a binder, get a notebook. Figure out, you have all your business stuff in one area. Create a fitness account if you didn't already do that. Fitness email. Commit to reading a personal development book a month and read it daily. You can read, you can do a podcast, whatever it may be. We should all be doing personal development daily. No joke. Seriously. Do it. Also, plug into the team page daily. Let us know what's going on. Participate. If a coach posts in, like, share one success today. Share. If you have a non-scale victory or something something good that has happened in your life, share that with us. Let's all encourage each other, not just in this coaching business, but what's going on in your life too. Let's all pick each other up. Let's all encourage each other. Let's all celebrate our successes together. Also, take responsibility and accountability for your life. That's really what it comes down to. It's not pointing the finger, not playing the blame game, not making excuses. Excuses suck. Now there's obviously legitimate excuses, but when you're
But then they're not excuses.
but then when they say
But it's reasons.
they're reasons. Okay, want to talk about excuses?
I hate excuses. We can play on that video. Excuses. Excuses aren't, I had to take my kid to school. Like, that's genuine. Or, like in Raven's case, I had to drive 3 hours to work. That's not an excuse. You do the best you can. Excuses are, my favorite TV show's on, and like stuff like that. Like, you have time in the day. Everyone has a spare 30 minutes. Everyone you can make time. It's just whether or not it's a priority.
Exactly. And value, like, we were watching, Jason and I were watching this Eric Thomas video, and he got all crazy. I was going to actually share it, but I thought it was a little too intense. Like, it was just like, I felt like he was yelling at me, but he basically talked about, he's like, you owe yourself.
Yeah.
He's like, do it for yourself. You know?
The team page, they can watch it.
Yeah, I'll post in the T page and you guys can watch it if you like, but it was really intense. I was like, I don't know if I should be sharing this, but Danielle's a coach. I want for her to touch on her points because she did a complete 180 since she first signed up, and I kind of want her to talk about the importance of like two mindset and what's been working for her and give people that reassurance. Danielle.
Okay. Well, I don't like talking with these things then. Hold on. I feel like I can only hear myself and it feels weird. Well, I would say, like, when I signed up, I just went like full in and like things went really, really good for me. And then it's like after a couple months, I hit like a rut. And like Kelsey knows that, like, I was texting her all the time and I was like, I don't think I'm doing this. Like, I'm just ready to quit and everything. And I think I was just trying way too hard to be someone that I wasn't. Like, at first I was myself and I was like super, super shy and hardly wouldn't talk. Like, she would ask me to talk right now. I'd be like, no, it's okay. I'm not doing it. But, what I've learned is you just have to be yourself. Like, you need to embrace who you are. Like, I tell Kelsey all the time, I was like, I literally am just the girl with the dogs and I'm making that work for me. Like, I'm myself. I'm an idiot. I mess up and right now, I don't even know what I'm saying. Like, I just, I can't hear you.
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. But you just have to embrace who you are. Like, once, like, me and Kelsey had like a really heart-to-heart one day, and she was like, you just need to get back to being Danielle. And so that's who I was. Like, I figured out who I was. I used that. If people don't like who I am, then you can go find someone else or unfollow me. That's not an issue. But, like, once I started being myself, people will come to me now. Like, I don't have, like Kelsey says, like, I don't have to keep reaching out to people. Like, I get 10 times more likes than I did before. It's just, I don't try, like I'm not trying to be the top coaches or trying to be the other coaches on the team. Everyone's different and you need to do what works best for you.
Yeah, thank you. And like you guys have to we all have to look at the top 10 coaches. They don't have this same look. They're not all twins. Like they don't all look the same, you know? Like Amy Silverman and Lindsay Matway like are completely different. Like hello. But it's because they're themselves and they own their story and they're not afraid to share it. And they don't care if somebody unfollows them because they're like, well, then it's not meant to be. If you unfollow me, then that's fine. We weren't going to be a good match anyways then. So we have to stop trying to prove ourselves to people. We just need to do it, and we need to have a clear vision on where we're going with this business because it does work. So I want to open the floor. Do any questions? Does anyone have anything to add? Feel free to share. Anything?
I would say that everyone just needs to make sure they're consistent too. Like you can't want to do this again and post for a couple of days and disappear for a week and then come back and post for a couple of days. No one's going to take you seriously if you do that.
Yeah. I've fallen off like 2 times, I think, in this business. 2 times, and it has hurt me, but it was only a lesson learned anyways. You kind of just have to build that momentum back up, but it's shown me that like it's not worth falling off. Do whatever you can to not fall off for a month or 2. Exactly. And Lee's a consistent queen over here. He can tell you all about the importance of consistency.
I try my best.
Yeah. Does anyone else have anything? It's so good to see new faces on here too. Anyone? Liz, do you have anything?
Trying to think. No, I was going to agree with the consistency part for sure. Cause I feel like in my past 2 or 3 months, Kelsey, it's been really similar to your story. I've been hitting all my Success Club points at the beginning of the month.
Right.
And it's not like you can say, oh, now I can just take the rest of the month off by any means, but it's a lot better to do it at the beginning than do it at the end. So I've kind of switched my challenge group stuff around too. And I've noticed how even if I get a lot at the end of the month, I'll get some at the end and then it's into the beginning. So I've been kind of overflowing a lot and it's really been working, but it's been really nice too. So
that's awesome. I know. I love it because it's like you're just constantly planning for something then. Like, yeah, we can slow down now that we hit at least SC5 by now. It's June 6th, we hit SC5, but it's like, okay, I need to plan for July. Like, what's the group going to be in July? Like,
you know, I want to go to the Success Club party, you know? So it's like, well, I've got to get 15 this month, so I can't stop. And that's good. So I've been like, in my planner, I'll put like the goals or whatever silly thing Beachbody's giving you that month as kind of an incentive. So I always know what I'm reaching for. Like, you know, like this is a really big month. It's for everyone going to Summit. There's like the party. There's top 100 sellers of 21 Day Fix going to work out with Autumn. There's a top people win a photo op. And I won that last year. And I'm saying that because it's reachable. I think I had like 16 points. But it wasn't out of like, you know, it wasn't crazy. And I still got to meet everybody. And it was really neat. So it's definitely good. So
I know. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's so good though. See, it pays off. And I'm glad you shared that because it's not just me. It's not just Danielle. It's not just you. It's like when you put the time in, it's not even like you have to spend a lot of time in it. It's like Megan Siani. I had her on my team call and she's like, maybe she can show people to work this business an hour a day and be successful. But it's all about how you're working in that hour.
Yeah. I would say too, like even if you have a day that you can't do anything, pop on the floor and take a picture of yourself planking or something and just put it on Facebook. Just do something. Even if you have to go to Pinterest and find a motivational quote really fast and snap it on a picture, if you can just do that once a day, I mean, do more, but if that's all you can do, like it's still gonna go somewhere.
Exactly. Like Kristen, I've told you before too, that's worked for me. It's kind of like when you're feeling super inspired, type up some few posts, and on those days you're not feeling inspired at all and you don't want to talk to a freaking dog or a pillow even, you just copy and paste one of those posts. It works.
Agreed. It completely works. Use your planner to plan ahead, like you said before, with the Transformation Tuesdays and Thursdays, and there's something for every single day of the week that you can post. So
Exactly. So, yeah, thanks, Liz.
Oh, thank you for having us on.
Oh my God, does anyone else want to add anything or say, does anyone have any questions? Everyone good? Amanda, are you good, love?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, if anybody wants to help run the July programs, I'm looking for someone to run one with me.
Yeah.
So
Well,
if
there's
anybody
a lot-
wants to-
There's a lot of
especially why the programs are still on sale in June. Start advertising it now.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of people. I would make up your own post in it too. I know you post in the comment section. I would make your own post like
Okay.
about it too, because there's a lot of people that want to team up and stuff.
Okay.
Yay! Okay, awesome. Let's take a picture too. Here, everyone. They did it, huh? Okay, awesome. Well, thank you for joining, ladies. Revive Your Business, and also think about the Revive Your Business group starting on June 13th. I think that's going to be a great opportunity for everybody, regardless if you're a new coach or have fallen off, you know? So think about
Kelsey, do you want to explain like the $10 real fast so they kind of know what?
It's just like $10 to enter. I think they're giving prizes out.
Like a t-shirt, and then it looks like the speakers are going to be really, really good.
Well, like I said, it's not a typical like push a diamond group. It's like, like Tony Robbins material, John Maxwell leadership trainings and stuff like that. So take advantage of this opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be great opportunity to be in the group with all of those leaders. Having like,
I'm really excited for that.
Yeah, it's going to be a good group. So. All righty, y'all. Well, get a good night's sleep, and I'll talk to you guys later.
Thanks, Kelsey.
All right, bye, guys.
Bye.